welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we have some going first options and combos for when you're playing the Tenpai deck coming out in lead. Unfortunately, as of now, there aren't too many options that don't force you to overcommit. And then the only other options that you kind of are sort of left with are you have to draw it or you sort of lose. So I guess first off, this is the one that everyone's really been talking about, is you have your heat wave. If the opponent makes you go first, if you draw it, you activate it, and then they can't do anything other than set a bunch of cards. And in which case, if there's nothing, then you just go ahead and OTK. The other option that I have been seeing is Thunder of Ruler, which is a very interesting card. So if you go first, you skip their battle phase. So even in the mirror match, they can set up a board. Actually, they can't even really set up a board without overcommitting resources. This ensures that you're able to, against like other decks, like either like Voiceless or Memento or Snake Eye, they may be able to set up a board, but they can't clear your board or they can't kill you in that second turn. Another option that a lot of people are talking about here is Threatening War. This is also good in the mirror match because it just shuts it down. And then you also have anti-magic arrows. This is kind of nice because if they decide to hold this card, Dimensional Barrier, if they decide to hold Dimensional Barrier, then you can activate it at the beginning. A lot of times, or what I've seen lately, is that people are holding D-Barrier until the beginning of the battle phase, so that way you're sort of stuck into committing to those synchro plays. And then anti-magic arrow obviously prevents spells and traps, so you can prevent all this stuff. The other powerhouse card right now is D-Shifter. You're going to be able to play 3 D-Shifter in the deck, which is really good because it stops a lot of the decks that are graveyard reliant. Any Cyberse combo decks are graveyard reliant, your Snake Eyes, your Memento, your Voiceless, so that's really good. But we'll go ahead and show you guys some of the combos going first. So first things first, this is not a full 40 card deck. This is just like random stuff that I threw together just to show off. My recommendation off the bat is to play very simple. Honestly, just normal summoning by Dora, activating the effect to get either Sangan Kaiman or the field spell. So in this case, you'll go ahead and set the field spell. You can go ahead and activate the field spell. Use the effect, get yourself green, green effect, discard anything, and then you could special summon here, and then you link off into your Hermetic Seals. You'll go ahead and set the quick play, because then it'll allow you on your turn. You can special summon a Fedora and bring back one of these, and then you could go ahead and deactivate the effect to quick synchro into a Black Rose Dragon, right? So we'll go ahead and reset the deck. So the other line that you can end on, which I think isn't terrible either, is you'll go ahead and normal summon, add. You could add either the field spell here or the quick play. We'll go ahead and activate the quick play. You can go ahead and activate the effect, which you can do is add another Jongdora, which will give you more stuff to do on the follow-on turn. And then go ahead and randomly discard anything. You'll activate the effect to special it, and then this is your end board right here with whatever other cards you have in hand. Why? Because in the battle phase, you can go ahead and quick synchro into Black Rose Dragon, which is great. Yeah, so unless they actively build a negate on their turn, right, like a Baron or something of that nature, they would have to deal with a Black Rose Dragon. So you pretty much blow up the entire board. Also, good note is like Black Rose Dragon is a very good card to play going second, because if you have the field spell up, you can go ahead and special summon to Black Rose Dragon, and they don't have the ability to respond to it, and it blows up the entire board. Granted, that being said, you will need either the quick play or like a Monster Reborn to continue your plays and OTK. Alright, so this next combo that I'll show you guys is the combo to go into Ultimaya Zokin, which will either end you with a Crystal Wing, or you can end you with the Assault Blackwing Dragon, which is, if you don't know what it does, Blackwing Assault Dragon is every time your opponent activates monster effect, they burn for 700 damage and it gains a Black Feather counter. Once it reaches 4, it's a quick effect to blow up the entire field. So we'll go ahead and show you that combo. So here you're going to go ahead and normal summon Bidora. You're going to activate the effect. We'll add to hand here. In this case we can add here. We'll add both just to show what it would look like. You can go ahead, activate the effect, view. We'll add to hand here the green, and then discard random. You can now use Jongdora effect special itself. Jongdora effect, or not, no effect. And then you'll synchro summon here into Ancient Fairy Dragon. During your main phase, you can special summon one level 4 higher. So you'll go ahead and special summon Fedora, activate Fedora effect, bring out the Jongdora again. You can also activate this card's effect of Ancient Fairy Dragon to go ahead and destroy this if you wanted to, and you could play like a Necro Valley instead. But you won't activate the effect here because there's no reason to. Alright, so now we'll go over the FTK combo with the Ojama Trio. This becomes more viable within, or once the next set Infinite Forbidden releases, because we get Tenpai support cards, specifically the Trap card. Essentially what you're going to do is going to go normal summon Fedora, and you want to pretty much go into making your Biden Dragon. So you will go ahead here, here, it doesn't matter if we do the Sangen Kaima or the field spell, but we'll add Sangen Kaima, we'll activate Sangen Kaima, add Jongdora. Jongdora effect will activate to special itself. You'll go ahead and synchro off here into Bident Dragon. Once you summon Bident Dragon, you're going to activate the effect to special out any of the level 3s. This isn't great. And then what you're going to do is you'll set Ojama Trio, and then you'll set the new trap card. The new trap card essentially says that in the main phase you can activate this trap card if your opponent controls more monsters than you and you only control fire dragons. And then if that's the case, because that's the activation condition, then you immediately end the main phase 1. However, since we don't have that, what we'll attempt to do is show you how to do it with a substitute. So you'll go ahead and go do this, and then you'll be able to activate Summon Breaker, which does something similar but not necessarily the same. It allows you to end the main phase once they summon 3 monsters. So if they don't have a way to out this, it'll essentially do the same thing. Random update. So here you'll pass turn, they'll summon, once, twice, or 3 times. Once the new set releases, you'll activate Ojama Trio, bring out 3 tokens. And then it'll end their main phase. They'll enter battle phase in the case where you will quick synchro into Super Dragon. Super Dragon will force them into attack mode, and then they will be forced to attack, which is automatically game. Because it's 9,000 damage. In a similar sense, with Summon Breaker is once they hit 3 summons, they will end main phase 1, then you're able to hit or activate Ojama Trio, and then go into Super Dragon and force them to attack like that. Next, we'll go over the Ultimaya Zokin line, which allows you to either A, end on a Crystal Beast with the Hieratic Spheres, or end with the Spheres plus the Blackwing Assault Dragon. This does require you to have Ancient Fairy Dragon inside of your extra deck. So what you're going to do here is you're going to go ahead, normal summon, we'll activate the effect, we'll go ahead and add, it doesn't really matter here, but we'll go ahead and add the field spell, or set the field spell. We'll activate the field spell, activate the effect of the field spell, we will add Fire Dragon, and then randomly discard. Right, you'll activate Fire Dragon effect to special, or Red Dragon. You will go ahead and let's go out of that. You will go ahead and synchro into Ancient Fairy Dragon. You'll activate the effect to special summon from hand. Effect of Fedora on summon to bring out Jongdora. Here you will go ahead and synchro again. But this time you will synchro for the Bident Dragon. Why is this important? Defense. This will allow you to special summon from your graveyard and gain an additional effect, or just also have more recursion on the following turn. So my recommendation is either go for red or go for Fedora, because during the battle step or damage step you'll be able to activate their effects. So here, we'll go for Fedora because it prevents your fire dragons from being destroyed, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, by battle. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to synchro here into Zokin. And in order to activate Zokin effect, you're going to set a card, which will let you special summon Blackwing Dragon right here. Or in this case, yeah, Blackwing Dragon, in which case you'll link off into Hieratic Spheres. And then with them in the graveyard, right, the summoning condition is to have a tuner synchro. So you'll go ahead and banish 1 and banish 2 in order to special summon out Blackwing Assault Dragon. This is really good because it'll allow you to nuke the field as well as burn them for time, and just extra damage, and then now they're forced to interact. Now, if they're going through their combos and then you're forced to activate both, you always want to activate Hieratic Spheres, or Hieratic Seal, Heavenly Spheres Chainlink 1, tributing itself, and then Chainlink 2, Blackwing Assault Dragon, tributing itself. Why is this important? Well, because this also tributes its cost, right? So what this means is it'll resolve backwards. You'll go ahead and destroy all the cards on the field. So what this means is that you'll be able to go ahead and resolve the cards backwards. So Chainlink 2 would resolve first, pending whatever they have, destroying everything to the graveyard. And then you would resolve spheres. However, obviously there won't be any cards on the field to return. So you ignore that part, but the second portion is useful because it'll allow you to special summon a level 1 dragon. So here you could go ahead and, well, this is, assuming this is from deck, you're going to be able to special summon Bidora. And then you'll activate Bidora effect, either add or set the spell or quick play, and then that gives you some follow-up for the next turn. The way to summon out Crystal Wing is very similar to the previous combo pattern, so we'll go ahead and show it quickly. Normal summon Bidora, activate Bidora effect, we'll go ahead, set the field spell, and then activate the field spell, attempt to activate the effect, we'll add to hand Red Dragon, we'll go ahead, discard. We'll then special summon Red Dragon. We will synchro. We'll activate Ancient Fairy Dragon. and then we'll activate a Fedora. Then we'll link off here into Dragon, whose effect will trigger to special summon from the graveyard. We'll go ahead and link off into Zokin. Go ahead, set your card, which will trigger Zokin to special summon out Crystal Wing. And here you can link these two off and make your spheres. So that way it gives you a monster negate as well as the bounce. And then obviously once this card's tribute, you'll have an additional monster. Hopefully you guys found this helpful, useful, and entertaining. If you did so, please subscribe. We are doing our giveaway. I will say in the past 30 days, we've got 30 subscribers, so almost one a day on average. Just appreciate all the support, and I'll bring you some more fun content. Catch you guys next time.